I don't know. I mean, we had chances in the second quarter to kind of close the quarter the right way. I feel like we had a call that didn't go our way. They kind of changed the game around in the second quarter, and then third quarter we allowed them to jump on us, and got up. I think it's double digits. It wasn't there throughout 48 games all night, and that's kind of like the frustrating part of it all. But we had opportunities, obviously, but wasn't able to come through.
Yeah, how is your frustration level right now?
I mean, listen, obviously we needed this game for obvious reasons, and we wanted to play well. At times we played well. I think we was always together at times as well. I have the right mind frame of what we are trying to accomplish tonight. I mean, it's just unfortunate with the opportunity that we've had, and we haven't been able to seize the opportunity.
Luke said he's still confident because of the work collectively you guys have put in all year. Are there things that give you confidence despite where the standings show right now?
I mean, we can't keep looking at the standings. The standings are going to be what they are no matter what. No matter if you win or lose, you can't. I've never been one to kind of look at the standings. I mean, you've known me for a while. So you just got to go out and do your job and try to do it at a high level throughout 48 minutes and then see what happens at the end of that. So you can't focus on the standings because they shift and move so much throughout the course of the season.
It was an unusual play, you involved with inbounding the ball behind the basket and just hit the back of the basket.
Yeah, that was just silly on my part. That's just, I thought I had a little bit more room to get it to B.I. JaVale was kind of right there. I tried to throw it over JaVale's head and hit the foam on the backboard. So that's just stupidity on my part.
How frustrating is it when you guys have put so much fight in to have you missed those couple of free throws after kind of the run you guys had made in the fourth quarter? Does that stick with you?
I mean, it's frustrating for me personally that how I'm shooting free throw. I mean, last night I was 8 for 10, shot the ball well throughout the whole game. And tonight I go 4 for 9 or whatever I was. So for the individual part of it, that's frustrating for me to miss free throws. But for a collective group, I know the game didn't come down to those 2 free throws. That's for sure. But for me personally, I definitely could have played a lot better, throughout the whole game.
You talked about a lack of passion and energy at the beginning of the game. Did you see that being an issue?
I'm not here to harp on the negativity or the negative. We had opportunities. We could have played better here. We could have played better there. I mean, that's been throughout the whole season. It's been throughout the whole season, but right now, it's a tough loss. It's a tough loss for us. It was a tough loss for us last night. We knew we had gave so much to that game last night. We had to kind of find our own energy. I actually felt a lot better than I thought I was going to feel once I got on the floor. But as a collective group, we didn't always have it. A few of us had it at times, but it wasn't always a 5-man collective, group. At least into those last 5 minutes.
Do you think there was an emotional hangover from the way that game ended last night?
I don't know. I'm the wrong guy to ask. I've played in too many big games. I don't have emotional hangovers. I just know the landscape of the game and how you got to continue to just be ready no matter what the circumstances is. So I'm not the one to ask about that.
Last question, please. Would you make of JaVale's energy out there today?
He was wonderful. He was great last night, even in the opportunity, the small amount that he got last night. He was great last night, and he was great tonight on both sides of the floor. His activity, obviously him around the rim, us trying to throw it to him and him being able to finish, knocked down a couple of jumpers, got some block shots, so he was great. He was great all night.
So the Lakers now sit 4.5 games outside of the Western Conference playoff picture. My dear friend, the incomparable Rachel Nichols, just tweeted, the Lakers lose to the Suns. They've now lost to the Suns, Knicks, Cavs, Hawks, Pelicans, and Grizzlies twice this season. All of those teams are in the bottom third of the standings. So forget the top teams or even the middle teams. If you beat those teams, you're in the playoffs. And those are... a lot of that takes mental errors, right?
Yeah, and a lot of that is just from not focusing on the right things. Sometimes coming out there looking at a team and thinking, oh, we're better than them. And then what happens is you come out there sleepwalking, and next thing you know, you get hit in the mouth, and you give that team confidence, and you have a ball game, and you lose games like that. And I've been in those type of situations before, but I remember also in D.C., we were a good team, not a great team. But our coaching staff would always tell us, listen, if we take care of the games that we should win against the bad teams in this league and just go maybe close to 500 or hover at 500 against the good teams, we'll make it to the playoffs. And we were able to be successful in that manner. It's like the Lakers didn't get that speech, though.
Yeah.
Because they take on the bad teams, and they still look at the fact that we're the Lakers, and they come out there like they're the established Lakers when they're not. And they don't realize they're right there with those teams, so they need to meet their energy, and they haven't done it.
How do you fix that? If you're Luke Walton now at this point, which we just saw him say, it starts with energy. And that's what we've talked about. That's what they've got to bring. How do you change that?
It's broken what's there right now. I think we saw from Luke's comments, we see from LeBron's comments. And listen, I'm one of the old heads that's I love LeBron. I think he's terrific. You know, from a lot off the court, on the court, I'm a big fan. Watching this is tough because it does seem like his level, I want to be polite here, his level of give a care isn't where it has been in the past. He definitely seems like he's sort of just over this whole experiment of this season. And I'm with you, Brendan. It's tough to waste a season when you have LeBron James, and it almost feels that way right now.
It's almost like sometimes he's like a malaise, like he's just sleepwalking out there. And like you look at the stat line tonight, and that doesn't tell you the story of the game. I play with LeBron. He is great enough to get incredible stats on any night because he is the most gifted athlete to ever play in the NBA. When you talk about size, strength, quickness,
Michael
speed.
Jordan.
No. I'm talking about, I didn't say the best player. Physical gifts, even Michael Jordan wasn't as physically gifted as LeBron James.
We can agree to disagree.
Okay, no problem. And so, but what happens is in the past, LeBron will put all those physical gifts on display at both ends of the court. And now we're not seeing it on the defensive end. He's almost playing like what James Harden was doing several years ago, where he was resting on defense, playing hard on offense. And that's why it looks so different this year, because we're not used to seeing that. There was a play, I want to say in the third quarter, where Kelly Oubre gets a steal. And in the past, I'm used to watching LeBron James hawk Kelly Oubre down, meet him at the rim, and send that shot into the cheap seats. He just resigned to the fact that Kelly Oubre was going to get a layup, and he just trotted beside him, watched him get the layup, and then took the ball out of bounds. That's not the LeBron we're used to seeing. That's not the level of effort we're used to seeing. I'm not sure if he keeps giving that effort, if we can continue to call him the best player in the NBA. It might be time to pass that mantle on to KD if this type of defensive effort continues. And to answer your question, Ledlow, you said, how can the Lakers fix this mentality? It starts with their leader. If their leader steps out there, he's flying all around the court, giving them everything they need, guess what? The troops will follow.
Well, we've got a 9-game Saturday night in the NBA as Game Time continues next with highlights, including some from the staff.
Freaky.
Wait a minute.
Freaky.
We'll be right back.
With the left, too. With the left.
So the LA Lakers down in the 10th spot out west. Karan, you're out there. That's your place of business.
Going back to Cali.
Are people worried in La La Land right now when you're looking at the Lakers trying to make a playoff push with LeBron James?
I don't think they're worried just because of the simple fact that you said it. You have LeBron James. And when you're talking about the GOAT conversations and some of the best players ever to play the game of basketball, and you have him available, healthy, you would think that you're able to at least make the playoffs.
So since he's been back healthy, averaging close to a triple-double, 26 points, 9.8 rebounds, 10 assists, and they're 3-7 in that time span.
20 games left?
Mm-hmm.
How many got to win? They got to go 16-4, I think, for certain just to get in there. And
say that again?
16-4, I think. They got to go 16-4. That means Sacramento has to be 1 or 2 losses in the Spurs and the Clippers. Yeah. They can't. There's no way they're catching.
Lakers they're looking to sweep the Phoenix Suns tonight.
They should.
Yeah, the Suns have lost 18 of 19.
But we talked about earlier, the Suns are one of these teams that
These young guys are like, look, there's other teams watching. I got to make sure I stay professional. I got to make sure I still play the right way. And if you slip up a little bit and someone like Devin Booker gets hot and catches fire, then you're going home with the L.
Every time you step out there, it's a job interview. It's an opportunity for you to go out there and audition. And you want to go out there and audition in an amazing way. And what better platform than the Los Angeles Lakers? You know, all eyes are glued on LeBron and what's going to happen. So young guys will be out there clicking.
Well, I get one for you. You mean to tell me Jamal Crawford is going to let the Lakers come in and he's just going to lay down?
Yeah, it's a great moment for him to disturb some things.
What?
And,
year 17, 18 for Jamal Crawford to let the rest of the league know that, hey, I still look the way I look at all these years in case this summer y'all need a veteran to come off the bench and still get buckets. This is why a game like tonight is actually harder for the Lakers because they're looking at the Phoenix Suns saying, oh, that's the Suns. Or we should be able to get this one on the road.
The back end of a back-to-back, too.
Thank you. Well, versus last night, you were up to play last night. You playing the Milwaukee Bucks, the best team in the NBA with the best record.
At home.
You came out like gangbusters for 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, you fell asleep.
Well, one guy who's been playing well, if you're going to call it an audition for next season or finishing out this season for the Lakers, Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's averaging 28 points per game in his last 5. I mean, I'm going to say that a little bit louder. 28 points per game in his last 5.
Shooting over 50% too, and that's an old Drake song right there. I'm on one.
He's on
that's
one
exactly
right now.
what he's on. He's on one. He's playing, and he's playing extremely aggressive. He didn't let the trade talks bother him for long. Rattle him a little bit.
Yeah.
But look, he's better from it. Shooting over 58. Look, 58% field goal, 46 from 3, and he's still going out there and getting the rebounds and taking the hits. So look, he's balling. And I even saw him in a moment where you want to see. The only other time I seen that was like with Dwayne Wade because he was a natural leader, and then Kyrie Irving when he kind of pushed LeBron to the corner. He was in the slot for the hang dribble that pretty much won the championship for them in the fourth quarter of that championship run. Brandon Ingram did showcase some of that the other night where he was like, all right, I got this. I'm an ISO and do my thing. 8 for 8 in the first quarter of that game.
I'm going to come back to you, Tough Juice, because Luke Walton talked about this last night, and I've noticed it right before the All-Star break. When did you get comfortable enough as a guy when the coach said, this is your 5 or 6 possessions, we're featuring you? When did the game slow down for you? Like when Brandon Ingram said, I know how to get to my spot now. I'm not going 100 miles an hour. That's what we're starting to see, this slow transformation from Brandon Ingram.
And it was almost like the second half of the season because I knew I wasn't getting a steady diet in a specific role. And, Pat Riley's like, I'm coming to you again. I'm coming to you again. And before, it's a luxury to be relied upon night in and night out. And once I knew I was getting a steady diet of that, I knew I had to deliver.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Brandon Ingram can continue to deliver. It is a positive sign to see him doing it with LeBron James on the court. We know he, Lonzo Ball, several others looked good when LeBron was out. Now to see him with some synergy with LeBron is very good sign for the Lakers. 9 o'clock start between Los Angeles and Phoenix. Monday night, we get to see those Lakers up close and personal in the second half of a doubleheader. It's game night Monday here on NBA TV. Started with the Auto Trader pregame show at 7 o'clock.